Good afternoon. My name is Cam Johal. Welcome to Trade with Cam. This is our New York session. So we start this at 1 o'clock. So welcome to all of you that are here. So without further ado, we're going to look at see what the hours have been doing. I'll bring my chart up and then we will talk about taking these beautiful trade cards. So see how much money we can make this afternoon. So market has basically it's rising now, 40 back up. So it's been down in the hours down to 40.24. Right, that was the day's low, 40.85. Yeah. So what is that? 30, 40, about $50. That range, $60. So it's been there. So that's what it's been doing. And we'll see what we're going to have this afternoon. So we're going to take our first trade card at 5 past, and then I'm going to be with you till 3 p.m. So that's what we're going to do. So the hours are there. So currently buying. Let's see what she wants to do this afternoon. Okay, we don't particularly mind what it does, simply because it's just that we trade price action. So we trade whatever's put in front of us, and that's all we really care about. Okay, so welcome. Hope you enjoy this afternoon. Hope you do some trades. Hope you're with us. If you're not with us, then give me a shout, and we will be able to get access for you. So gold falls. So again, when was this? 1 minute read. How long ago was this? 1 o'clock. So, just now, bullion on track for fourth consecutive monthly loss. Iran agree to halt attacks at new talks. Gold for on Monday. Recent use of solids, usual stuff, right? So, yeah, it goes backwards and forwards. It's like a merry-go-round with these two. Yeah, they don't know whether they want to kiss up and make up or they want to. Let's see what the day is doing now. So, the day is still selling. Retracement about half. It has been down to about here. So, it's come back. And it's up there, so we'll do that. So that's what it's looking like on the 5 minutes, and that's what it's looking like on the 1 minute. So we'll pull down the first of the trade cards this afternoon, and then we'll take it from there and see what trading and what this brings us. All right. See where we're at. So is it going to go up this afternoon? We had buying and selling this morning, which was interesting. So we ended with quite a lot of deep selling. There we are. So that was at 10 o'clock. So that was when we finished. And then the next hour really, really sold. So the other 3 hours have been buying. So we'll see what goes. Okay. So 4 minutes past, we'll pull down the first signal. We'll take it from there. Nikki, yes, ready to roll. Great. Good to have you. Hope you enjoyed this morning. How was it? How did you find it? And then let's have a great afternoon. And are you live trading now? I know you decided with this recently. Are you live trading your account, or are you still on the demo? What are you doing? I know you're funded and all the rest of that kind of stuff. And we don't mind that. If you want to demo trade your account or do a demo account trading, I prefer it if you went to 0.01 and really kept things tight and went out at TP1. Because I don't think there's anything like live trading to really get you to experience what it's like. So it's a buy. So very confident. And so entry points there. So the candle's going up. So you can enter that as a buy. And if you've got the trade cards, look at those. Look at the best entry point. 45 to 46 I've got. It's a good entry point. Got the live chip underneath that. I've got TP1 at 40.47. 38, I've got 48, then 50, then 52, 56. So let's see how we go. If you've entered this trade, I'll walk you through. I know you enjoy trading. I'm really happy for you. That's great. I love it. I don't know anything else that I would rather do. So that's gone into reverse. If you've not entered, I wouldn't enter on a seller candle for a buy. I don't do that. It's just good housekeeping. It's just a rule that I've learned. You can really get into a lot of trouble if that happens, okay? Matthias won't be able to join us this afternoon, so you just got me. And so it's just us in our little huddle, okay? Talk to me because it gets lonely here. So yeah, that's reversing, and will it go and do the buy, which is what the system's telling us. So remember, it's all data driven. 32 million data points it takes, and then it arrives and at something that we can actually read, whether it's a buy, sell, or a neutral. So there you go. So if you entered, you're back in profit. So set your TP, set your break loss. Did I say break loss? Stop loss. I've been talking about cars, so break loss, maybe that's why it came in. Ridiculous. Thanks for joining us, all of you that are here. It'd be lovely to have some comments and introduce yourself. As my friend Iki has, she's recently joined us, both for our gold trading that's done for you. That mimics a human trader that we've kind of turned into a machine, and the system trades. So you had some profit there, Iki, last week on Friday. So that probably was the first time that we traded on your account for you. And so that'd be nice. So we're about 18% up this month. If you'd been in since 1st of June, it'd be about 17, 18% up now. So that's nice. That's heading towards, that's TP1 on there already, if you'd entered that. So move your stop loss to break even if you're going to stay in the trade or take the profit. Okay? Don't hang around and protect yourself at all times. So first thing, place your trade. Second thing, stop loss. Third thing, TP. Fourth thing, move your stop loss to break even or higher. So now you have a profitable trade. Okay, so it's only TP1, so you can only move your break even to your entry point. Good. I'm glad you were smiling. That's what it does to you. Only trades when the criteria is ready, which is criteria is there, which is maybe 4 or 5 times a month. That's all it trades because it's very tight, very little drawdown. Touch wood, and profitable every month for 25, 26 months. It's a fabulous system, and this system's brilliant as well. We will hit stop losses. Plan that into your business. Okay, that's the only thing I want to say for you. Make sure that it's part of the plan. That sometimes I'm going to hit stop loss. Okay, sometimes I'm going to get it wrong. Sometimes the system's going to get it wrong. Don't beat yourself up. Like I said this morning, when you first got up and stood up and grabbed the sofa and wanted to try and walk, you didn't stop just because you fell over the first time, right? You think, oh, good God. Or your dad didn't, or your mum didn't say, oh, solve this. Yeah, you're not going to get this walking thing. You're falling over. And yet, as adults, that's what we do. We have a bit of a disappointment and we run away, right? Matthias talks about resilience all the time. He says, Cam, I've never met anybody as resilient as you. I don't have a choice, right? I don't want failure. Failure's the worst thing that can happen to me is I fail at something. I'll give up something if I can't do it from that point of view, but failing is a different story altogether. So it's not in my makeup to fail. So beautiful. That's TP2, right? That's TP2 hit on that particular trade, and it's 10 past, so we can take the next trade card. Still buying, even better, even stronger. So TP5 is 57. So if you're in the trade, leave it in, move your stop loss a little bit higher. Okay, that's what I would do. I'm not trading because I'm on my own this afternoon. I've actually done trading for the day, by the way. So during the break, I got to my 3%, 3.5%. Thank you very much. Don't need any more. I am in a trade. Stop loss and TP have been set. Whenever that hits, it hits. And that's that kind of thing. So we're at 49, which is TP1. So this market looks as if it might go higher. At this moment in time, there she goes. That is heading towards TP2 now. So if you're still in the trade, the second time around, if you're still in the first trade, great profit. Either take it or leave it to run. Your choice entirely, right? It's your account. You're in control, not me. I'm just here to kind of decode the trade card that we have. That's TP1, 2, and bit. It's in between TP1, 2, and 3. So great trade right off the bat. We come into the afternoon session and we've got TP3. Okay, fantastic. Again, if you're still in the trade, move your stop loss to TP1. Now you've got TP1 in the bag. Anything else that happens here from here on in is a bonus. And then you set your TP to 3 or 4 or 5. That's entirely up to you. As I said, you're in control of that. I'm not recommending anything to you. I can only trade my own account and I can only decode and give you some education. If you're here for the first time, first of all, thank you. Second, would you do me a favor and would you subscribe to the channel, and would you also like this video? And if you want notifications, then there's a little bell icon, press that and you'll get a notification of when we're live. And if you want to make a note of it, we're live 8 o'clock every morning, Monday to Friday till 10. So we open the London session, we spend 2 hours with you. We take in the region of about 20 of these trade cards. So there's about 20 trading ideas that we do. And in the afternoons, we do Monday to Thursday between 1 and 3. So we open New York and we're with you until 3 o'clock. Monday to Thursday, we do not go live on Friday. Beautiful. That's TP3. Okay, TP3 hit. And again, if you're still in the trade, then move your stop loss to TP2 or anywhere near around there. So if it retraces, you still got TP2, right? See, that's come back to almost TP1. Not to say that, you shouldn't stay in these trades. Absolutely fabulous. The market's going up. So New York has decided she wants to buy, which is great. There it is. See it? But now we've got a little bit of retracement. We've got the pivot point up here there. That's one of my old indicators. I don't use any indicators. There's only 2 points I like. The pivot point. So it's above the pivot point now for the day, and this. And it just kind of tells you how it may have topped out. Yeah. So it made a lot of people smile this month. Like I said, about 18% up on the month in terms of net profit for those that have us trade their account, as in they employ the technology that we have, so they have access to that. They attach it to their accounts. We don't take control of any funds, or we don't charge any monthly subscription for that. And there's no joining fee either. Right, here we go. So we've got a little bit of retracement. It's 14 minutes past. So you would have been out of that trade one way or another now. You'd have either taken profit, or you probably would have hit one of your stop losses, which should be TP1 or TP2. Okay, so it's sitting at TP1-ish now. And it's different for every one of us because each trade card we pull down, if it's a second later, the price, if it's shifted, then the trade card figures have shifted for us as well. Very, very intelligent system. Costs millions to develop. So here we go. It's 15 minutes past. So we're going to take the next one. Still buying 74%. Same sort of thing, same sort of area, except TP5's at 58. So incredible stuff in that way. As I said, I've got too much to do to be entering trades, and I've hit my daily target for what I need. I was just checking if that runner had hit my take profit. Not quite there yet, but it will be. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, just agreeing with somebody. So we're talking about AI being a bubble. I share it with you actually. Anthropic valuation 965 billion. Walmart valuation 940 billion. Anthropic revenue 20 billion. Walmart revenue 725 billion. So Walmart's valuation is literally dollar for dollar the revenue that comes in. Anthropic's only 20 billion. They're worth more than Walmart. And the question that this guy's asking is, and they're saying AI is not a bubble. AI will be an absolute bubble. There's already been a sell-off. There will be bigger sell-offs as things go. We've had them before. I was in financial services when people were literally ringing me up, putting money in tech funds. Literally, come and take money. Come and take money. Come and take money. Come and take money. Then a year later, they all collapsed. It's happened all the time, all the way down to the the tulips, right? Tulips worth like $200,000. How ridiculous is it? And if you want me to talk about that, I can do, in terms of why tech's doing what it's doing, what's going on. It's flavor of the month. People pile in, FOMO sets in, more people pile in, more FOMO sets in, more people pile in until there's no more people. So AI is not producing the revenues that they thought it was producing. It's costing hundreds of billions to companies. Companies are borrowing hundreds of billions to set up data centers and things that they think will be the next best thing, except nobody's making any money right now. So if that turns around, brilliant. If it doesn't turn around, not so good. So we're 18.45. So it's a buy. The market was coming down. I didn't quite chase, but follow it, to be honest with you. So you should not have entered if that was a red candle. And if you did enter, you're close to your stop loss. Not to your hard stop loss, which Mateus uses quite a lot. When he's entering these kind of trades, when it's doing this, when it's really going backwards. So, but that's a technique for you guys to develop in terms of how you want to trade. If you want to ask me any questions, pop them here on the chat and I'll do my best to answer them. If I can't type them, because I've got you guys to talk to, then I'll answer it verbally. But yeah, 45 now, 18 minutes past. We've got 2 more minutes to take the next trade card, the supporter. Oh, it's a lovely day today, much more comfortable. Around early 20s, the temperature. It's absolutely ideal. So market's still retracing. It's the 1 minute. Let's have a look at the 5. And that's the hour. So all of that head's gone off it, below the pivot point. So it could now be a change of character in that it may be selling. So we've got 1 more minute to hit the next card. Thanks for joining me today. Introduce yourself. Come and say hello. There's a few of you, more than just Icky on the call, right? And if you want to join us as a trader, you don't have to do anything. You just have to open an account with our broker. You fund it. It's your money. You control it. We have nothing to do with it. We don't take any control of your funds. And you can have access to these trade cards. And you can pull them down at any time, 23 hours a day. You don't do them just when I'm here. So it's your trade card. You can pull this down any point. So if you're at work all day, you can come home in the evening, trade for an hour, and put it all away. Every 5 minutes, you can pull down a card, or every 15, every 30, or every hour. So it accommodates every kind of trader. And it obviously removes all the human emotion of what's going on. So it can buy and sell, where a lot of human traders, they find it difficult to do one or the other. They either sell or they buy. It is difficult. I've been working with a trader now that predominantly used to buy, and it took me about a month to learn to sell again. Although when I joined, when I started following him, I was predominantly somebody that shorted gold. So I'd look for this drop here, and I'd short it from here somewhere, take it down to wherever I needed to go. That's it. And all this up, I'd just be waiting for it to reverse. And when I did that, so when you look at the 5 minutes, for instance, so this morning, so I would be selling through all this. So I might sell through there, wait for it to do that, sell through here. I may enter and sell some of this. So then I'd sit on my hands, and I might see this as an opportunity. I might it be in here, might take a few pips and get rid of it. So that's what I used to do. But now I'm buying and I'm selling, which is amazing. But it took me about, like I said, it took me a little while to actually get that skill again and have the confidence to follow a machine learning system rather than a human trader. And of course, if you're buying and selling and the market is ranging, it's fantastic because you can be in a trade all the time virtually. So the system allows you to do that. Whereas if you're only doing one or the other, then obviously if it's a buying day, then you're going to be really, really struggling, and vice versa. If you're shorting and it's if you're buying and it's going down, it's going to be a tough day for you. And if you're selling and it's going up, it's going to be a tough day for you. With machine learning, there are no tough days because it just turns itself around. So come and say hello, see how you are. And we've got 3 more minutes till we pull down the next trade card. I think it might move to selling. I think it might be a selling day. Only from what's going on outside. I mean, sometimes what New York does comes in, and whatever it does the opposite for the rest of the afternoon. So let's see what the next hour and a half-ish brings us. We're at 23 minutes plus. So 30 minutes of our session is down. We've got an hour and a half to go. I hope you made some money on that buy. This one wasn't so clever. So maybe we've got a change of character, which is something we call a choke. That's when the market goes from buying to selling or selling to buying. So that's a drop there. So let's have a look on the 5 minutes what that actually is. Yeah, so last 15 minutes have been red. So we're going to wait a couple of minutes and then we're going to come back. So and when you're waiting, have a look at what the market's doing by the hour, by the day, what the range is, what the dollar's doing. Read some of these headlines here, COMEX delivery, etc. Gold folds, falls, yeah. I don't know what this is. I'm not going to read about it. Gold dips. So every headline's been gold dips, gold dips, gold dips kind of thing. That doesn't mean it's always selling. Look at this. I had a beautiful buy there. So it was some lovely profit. So we hit some pretty big TPs there. Got 1 more minute. So dropping back now. So on the 5, let's go back to the 1 minute. We're just waiting now for that little time to go from 24 to 25. We're going to press for the next one and see where it goes. So it's kind of got to this point now. So it may meander here for a while like it did there, or it might come down to the next point, which is there, then there, and it could all the way down. We'll see what it does. So it's 25 past, so let's press the button, see what we're doing, what the system's telling us. So buy, still showing a buy, and the green candle's up, so you can enter that if that's what you choose to do. Let me just refresh this because I think that's just behind where it needs to be. So sell, okay? So repressed. So sometimes just do a sanity check. There was a number that was really strange and it looked at if it hadn't updated properly. So just do a sanity check on that. And if you did enter a buy, get out of it. Doesn't matter where it is. Unless, of course, unless you think it's going to be buying. I personally think it's going to come down. I don't often say that, but that's my personal view. Don't go by that. I'm not tipping you. I'm not sending signals. I'm not telling you what to do. Buyer beware, right? Determined law that a buyer should know when the deal's too good. So when Cam's spouting on about what he thinks is going to happen in the market, just ignore it, okay? I know nothing. So that was a sell, 40, 40, 38, 37. So that's TP2, heading towards TP3 now. Just retrace them back a little. 27 minutes past. So watch your stop losses. Look at your TPs. If there's some profit and you want to take it off the table, take it off the table. Right? They can't take it off you once it's in your account. And then all you do is wait for the next one. You wait for the next 5 minutes. Yeah, gonna have a cup of tea, gonna have a walk around, gonna have a pee break. Pick a style that you want, okay? Diary all your entries. Write it down. Have a day diary. And know where your starting balance is. Know what you need, what percentage. Decide what percentage you want on a daily basis. And we repeat this on a daily basis because we forget, right? We're human beings and we get lazy, or we've done it so often we think we know it. But if it's written down, it actually is much better for you. So market. So 38 is just past TP2. 37 is TP3 for me. And it should be a similar figure for you. And again, if you've cashed out, trade's finished, it's done, don't re-enter. Don't bother. In 5 minutes, you get another clearer picture of where the market's going. Don't overtrade. So it's here. You always look left. So that's what it's doing now. Picking up some liquidity, either to go up or to go down. Nobody knows what it's going to do. It's only a prediction. When somebody sends you a signal, it's only a prediction of where they think the market can go. Yeah. With us, it's only a trade card. It's only where the data's pointing. The market, of course, can do whatever it likes. Some bank can come and place an order for, 10 million, one way or the other, and it moves the market. So to the bottom of that range now. So it could fall through. We'll wait for 1 more minute. It'll be 130. So we can take 12 of these every hour. We've had half the time. So we're on our 5th one because we don't take the one at 1 o'clock. I did, but we don't take the one at 1 o'clock for you guys. Just wait for you to come in to the room and then we go. So it's 1:30. We take the next one, see what it is. It'll be a sell, I guess. Yeah, still selling. Not so confident now, only 55%. So if you're in the sell already, great. If you're not in the sell, be careful. Okay. So we're at the entry point now for that. But if you remember, you don't enter a sell on a green candle. So if you're going to look at taking this, then wait for that candle to turn red and then look at it, okay? And if you've missed it, you've missed it. Don't worry about it. So Iki was smiling at the gain you made. It was a few percent. What was it that made you smile about it? Tell me that. Was it just the money or was it something else? Because I know you've traded before and I know you've lost a bit of money, which we all have. It's nothing new. It's part of the game, part of the learning curve, price of success, call it what you like. How was that, in terms of what did it make you feel? And I remember I think your husband was on with us, who really wanted to be quite passive, didn't want anything to do with it. Did you tell him? And did you show him? And what was his thoughts? Yeah, profit's a profit, right? So yeah, I think it's nice to get a positive start, isn't it? I think that was your first, since you joined, that's the first time we traded, or the system traded. So it's nice, isn't it? It's lovely. I really enjoy it. Really makes me happy when people make money. Yeah, really make really, I think, great. Helping people fulfill their dreams and aspirations, and creating a better name for this industry, right? Because it's not the best, is it? There's plenty of shall we say, not so nice people around. And we've lost money. People have lost money with us in the past. We just live and learn, don't you? And you try and make the next one better. So market's rising. That was a sell. So it wasn't the best of trade cards, but like I said to you, if the candles are green, then we're not entering. And every minute candle's been green since we got that. So and if you haven't learned this, you will learn it. If you continue to trade with me, you will learn these small nuances that's taken me 5 years to learn. And when you say 5 years, my wife's been at it for 5 years, so that's 10 years combined, right, between the two of us. Got 10 years of trading experience, and if you count Mateus, probably another 5 years. So between us, it's about 15 years of trading experience, of making mistakes, getting some things right, and getting some things wrong. So markets turned around, buying again. So that's the 5 minutes, that's the 1 hour. So it's a buy now with a big wick on it for New York. Been buying for 3 hours. This third hour has proved to be on the upside. And that's rising now, quite sharp. Oh yes, of course, he's on his account. Good. As long as he was happy, as long as you guys feel happy that you made the right decision to work with us, and it's a privilege. So thank you both for that. So we've got one more minute, not two. I see 42, 42, and I think that was 42. It's going to be 45 in a minute. So I know my mind's attuned to noughts and ones, fives. So 34. $35. Let's press. Let's go. Come on. That's still a buy. So yep, could have entered that. TP1. So quick. You need to be quick. Don't hesitate to enter. If you're gonna enter, decide you're gonna enter before you take the trade card. Whatever it says, done. Yeah, one hand on there, one hand on you. Order. Yeah. TP1, heading towards TP2. How many of you are trading with me this afternoon? Just say yes. A few of you on. So how many of you are actually trading? So heading towards TP2. So move your stop loss to break even. If you're still in, or if you took the profit, great, good for you. Fantastic. I'm really happy that you've done that. Hey Ian, how you doing? Beautiful. How's the trading going for you? How's your morning session? And how are you enjoying this one? It's unusual for you to do 2 sessions here. No golf today. Not rained off, is it? Loves golf. Absolutely loves golf here. And that's what it's all about, right? Trading on your terms, trading when you want to, and fitting it in with your life. So that was a buy. That's TP2. So again, now's the time to move your stop loss to break even or TP1. Then you have a guaranteed profit, a defined outcome, and you're guaranteed not to lose any money. This is where we want to get you to, okay? I want you to relax. I want you to feel that you're part of something, that you're trading with a community of people, like-minded individuals. Any messages, you can pop them on there. And that's what it's all about. This is really the essence of what TWK is, to educate you and to take you through these trades, just this journey that then you can do it by yourself. You don't need it, that you come here to the community, not because you need the oh wow, thank you, brilliant. So down early on, yeah, it can be like that, right? How many matches, how many golfers do you see down, right? And pull it out the back. England the other day could not get past Panama. Then bang, bang, 2 goals. And it's all done. That's how life is. Yeah, superb. 1.5%, brilliant result, Ian. You're looking for 2% or more? So you're still trading? So markets retrace back. So you could have had TP 2 or 3, I think it was. Coming back again. 47. So just about TP 3. Here it comes again. Brilliant, Ian. Well done. 2% done for the day. Fantastic. That's what we want to hear. That's what I hear you guys saying. I've finished trading for the day. Yeah, I've done 1%, done 2%, done 3%, whatever the business targets is. I've sat in this office, been 11, 12% up, I mean 15% down at the end of the day because just wouldn't stop trading. It would not stop trading. I didn't have this desk up there. I had my laptop and everything else set up across the way in my office. I'll show you my office one of these days. And that was it. Yeah, so ridiculous what I used to do. Don't do any of that nonsense now. Okay, 39. We've got 1 more minute. Then we can press the button again. And we can go again. The consistency of what we're doing, the fact that we can pull down a trade card every 5 minutes. We don't have to wait for a human trader to pass a signal when they see a setup. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. We've had loads of success with that, but this is better. This is so much better, so much calmer, and there's no emotion whatsoever. No matter how good you are, mechanical trading as a human being, emotion comes into it. Okay, 40, let's go. Where are we? Still buying? Good, strong there. 46, we're at TP1. Yep. We'll come back slightly, get a better entry if you missed it the first time. Don't follow my signals. If you haven't got my trade cards, please, I'm not a signal provider and I'm not telling you to buy or sell. I don't do that. I'm just an educator, okay? I trade my own account and I want to teach you how to trade your account. I'm not going to teach you when to press a button. I'm not telling you when to press a button or what to do in that respect. Okay, if you haven't entered, it's a red candle now. Yeah, think twice before you're going to enter. It could be a better entry. And Mateus talks about this all the time. Use your hard stop if you're going to. But listen, you don't have to enter. Okay. Okay, excellent, Ian. Whenever you're ready, yeah? Whenever you're ready. You know, the day is young. It's only 1:45. So there's lots of trading time left if you want to trade and make a few percent more. But it must be in the business plan. Don't make 5% and say, you know what, I want to change it to 6 today. Don't make 3% and say, I'm going to change it to 4 today. Right? The most disciplined trader I know, I live with her. She'd made 3%, 2 point something percent last night. And I saw her sitting with the laptop. I said, you know, you didn't enter. She said, no, I wouldn't even think about it. Just looking at the chart, see what's going to do, studying what my next setup is, what I want to do tomorrow. Yeah, would never dream of entering the market. She could make 15, 20%. Then that would change her into a different kind of trader. Right? That 2% target, 2.5% ideal for her, but never ever enters the market again after the business plan's reached. And somebody of her caliber could easily be doing 5, 6, 7, 10% a day. But then there's dangers that come with that as well. And that's what disciplined trading is all about. So it's 42. Let's come back and so out of the 37, 40, 39, 40. So every one of those candles, apart from this one, have been red. So you shouldn't have entered. If you have, then watch yourself. The stop loss should have been there. Market's coming back now up. So it's in range, but signal's 3 minutes old. Or the trade card's 3 minutes old. Okay, in 2 minutes, there'll be another one. So if you didn't enter, no problem. Sit on your hands. Read, listen, watch, learn. So as I said, it's not available this afternoon. So just yours truly. It's my absolute pleasure to serve you this afternoon. So 43, 2 minutes, as we said. Bit of a breeze out there today. I can hear that door. Actually, I open the door. Just get that. We don't have any. Oh, that's why it's fine because I haven't secured the other door. So there's your buy now coming back. That might have been a great entry at the bottom there. But as we said, 1 more minute. That's fine. If you're in, made some money, great. If it hits your stop loss, it's part of the game. And if you got in when it got to the bottom, then congratulations. You're in profit. Take it. Okay, so we've got 1 more minute. Last one was a buy. So Ian's goes 2%. He's still in the hunt for a little bit more. Still trading. It's wonderful. It's 45. We get the next trade card. Still a buy. 60%, a little bit lower this time. It's already at TP1. So holding steady now, just not really doing much. Come back a bit, deciding whether it was going to go above that. I was just going to say before I took that sip of water that it's deciding whether it wants to go above that, slipped a bit, may come back. We'd never know. hope you enjoyed training with me. Couldn't see the music earlier. Let me see if I can see the media assets now. Couldn't see the one that we use. Got it. Done. Pull that volume down a little bit. Feeding the ducks, it's called, by the way, so no wonder it's relaxing, right? So markets come back for the buy. $47. So if you're in that trade, it's around the entry point, just maybe a few pips above that. Has been to TP1 there. So it could have been out of that also. Your break even, stop loss. Would it have pushed you out? No, it wouldn't. If you'd have moved your stop loss, it may have moved you out, but then you're out of the trade for free. So nothing is affecting you. So it's meandering a little now, it's ranging, doesn't know where it's going to go. So New York's been buying. The wick is bigger than the candle, the body of the candle there. So we'll see what goes, what next hour brings. We've got 2 more trade cards to take, up 50 and 55. And then we'll be in the last hour of our time together at 2 p.m. till 3. Let's see if we can bring you some more profits, make you some more money. $32 degrees in my car, even though I've left some windows open. Obviously, it's hotter than out. Let me see what the temperature is outside. 21 degrees. It's slightly overcast now. Hopefully, we'll have a bit of rain actually, so we could do with that. Market's coming down. 49 minutes. Again, has it changed? Have we had a choke? Which is quite an apt name, really. So, change of character it stands for. Hope you're enjoying trading with us today. Hope you're making some money. It's been a bit rangy at the moment. It hasn't really gotten going. But that's the first hour in New York. There's a lot of news around. So it's the non-farm payroll, which means that how many jobs has the American economy created on Friday? Big day. Big day. Moves the market. Whether the number's good or bad, it moves the market. So snap back up. Taking out those last 4 or 5 minutes. 50. Let's see what it says. Now be careful here. It's a buy. Okay. So the data's pointing to buying. So if you want to get in, it's in range. We've got a green candle. So everything that we normally look for, it's there. There you go. That's TP1. Back to CP1. So you remember me saying earlier, maybe it wants to push through, come back and push through. Yeah, that's what it does. That's the market. So you could have had a really quick TP1. If you didn't get time to get into that, it is what it is. There's nothing wrong with the market, it just moves too quick. Yeah, there's no script for this. Let's come back. I'm just going to take a look at something for one of my clients, if you guys don't mind. Oh, where are you? Ah, good. Sorry. So market's back in terms of the buy. Still good. So I'll be with you in a second. I'm just keeping an eye out on things. That's it. Let's have some look. $54. Drop there. Sorry, I'm just having to. Right. Let's see what happens. We're ready for the 55 last trade card of the hour. Still buying. Again, red candle, so beware what it's doing. Just do a sanity check, I call it. Machine can't see things, it can only see black and white. Well, actually, it only sees ones and zeros. Then it interprets those and gives us the information. I believe they still use ones and zeros. Yeah. So do a sanity check. Machine can't see it. So don't take it until there is a green candle. Mateus does, and it works for him and it works for you. Brilliant. I don't. Stay away. Still dropping. Could be a brilliant entry when it does reverse. And it could, I'm going to say could reverse from here. So you look to get in now, and it's actually a really good best entry price. So it's a ranging market, that's why it's doing this now. There's no clear direction. So I was just going to show you how rangy it is. So pretty flat. So bottom here, 27, 52. Yeah. So best, 250 pips. Still considerate, but that's since 12:30 today, and it took till 1:10, and again now it's only just there. So it's not the busiest market in the world. So a few of you on. So again, market buying, selling, buying, selling. And it's a tough one. So that was the last of our trade cards. Got in on the greens, you may have hit stop loss. As I said, I don't get in, I don't do that. And if it's gone 3 minutes, I'm not entering, because now it's closer. It's only 2 minutes to the next trade card, so I'll wait for that. And this is my experience of using the system. Mateus used it for about a month, maybe 6 weeks longer than I have. So I gave it to him to test out, because I was testing out another system. And he absolutely loved it. So we implemented it, and now we all love it. Just take the emotion out of everything. Give you some clarity in terms of when to trade, how to trade, and how it's going for you. Hope you're enjoying my session. Hope you're making some money. Hope you're learning something. The idea of this is not to create dependency, but it's to create real profitable traders that you can go off for the other 23 hours, or we're on for 4 hours, another 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, whatever it takes you to actually make some real money, replace your wages, add to your retirement income, add a side income, whatever it is that you want. If you're serious, you've got some serious money, give me a shout. We can have a chat. So difficult signal there, not the easiest. So I'm going to push the button in 1 minute. Wow. CP3. Yeah, where did that come from? And I was saying to you, didn't I, all it's going to take is some bank, okay, so $10 million order, $5 million order, whatever it is, and bang, it goes. That's TP4. Yeah, 2 o'clock. I love this market. It's unbelievable. It's neutral now, so thank God for that. How did you guys do? Was any of you in a trade? You made some money on that? That's so interesting that it did that. So we've got a bit of respite. The system thinks it's a neutral, so we can sit on our hands, do nothing. So is this something underlying that's gone on just now that we've not got? Some headline, something that's happened? We don't know, because obviously we get the news a little bit later. There was no news this afternoon. It'll come along, we'll find out. So still buying, but we had a neutral trade card. Quite a strange market this afternoon with New York. And the data can't cope with that. Nobody can. No system. Whether you're a signals trader, whether you're a technical trader, you wouldn't have seen that. Can't account for those sudden jerks, movements. Just come from something happening in the market. Like I said, somebody could put a huge order in. Somebody could have heard some news. Something could have spooked it. We just don't know. Usually it'd be a big buy or order. Somebody thinks that, gold's cheap, let's buy some decent amount. It takes a lot to move the market. A lot of volume. That's what I mean by that. Okay. Takes a lot of millions, maybe even a billion to move it a few pips. I think gold itself is like 200 billion a day is traded, something of that order. The whole market's worth like 7 trillion. And obviously when gold is traded, then dollars being used to buy it, so that drives the dollar. Dollar's index is at a year high, and it has been for a few weeks now. And I was reading there are attempts to destabilize gold and not be seen as a safe haven. I did see that as a headline as well, that the American Fed is doing that because they want the dollar to be the reserve currency, not gold. So gold recently took over the dollar, that it had more value than the dollar. I mean, the dollar across the world. And so Americans obviously don't like that. People in power don't want to lose their power. So still on the rise. Got 1 more minute. It's 40.50 now. Would have been a beautiful, beautiful trade. But it had shot down as well. So, if anybody didn't get in that, as long as you didn't get hurt, then it's all good. Doesn't make any difference. It's 04. So let's see what happens. So a huge buying hour. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just covered all that candle almost of the last hour. Or is it slipped back down? Well, we saw that. 5 minutes. So it reached that high there. We were there a few minutes ago. And no, I was thinking, is it the all-day high? It's not. 40.85 was a high, which I think we did this morning, if I'm not mistaken. So 05, we press the button, get the trade card. It's a buy. TP5's 40.60, so it's 100 pips down the road, or up the road, should I say. So it's still a buy, but we're on a red candle, so be careful. Doesn't always work. So as I said, red candle. Be very, very careful if you can enter. And if you are going to enter on a red candle, enter when you think it's hit the bottom. Okay. There you go. Yeah, entry points here. That is the entry point. I'm going to take that trade. So we're in the last hour that we've got together, 14:06. I'm here with you till 3 o'clock. Hope you're learning something. So market's coming back, understandably, from that massive little jump a few minutes ago. As I said, it's a good entry point when it's coming down, but it could come a lot further down. And Mateus uses hard stop when he enters these. Gives it a lot more room. Obviously, there's an opportunity that you could lose more money, but there's an opportunity to make a lot more. So it just depends on your appetite for risk. So don't be one of those babies that loves it when they're making money, then cries when they lose it. I want TP5, TP5. Well, you're going to lose a bit more often as well if you're going to chase TP5s all the time. Risk definitely equals reward. So the amount of risk that you're willing to take is the amount of reward that you can get. Nice. So you would have had a nice profit on that, even though it's not hit TP1. Obviously, it came back down, then it went back up. Market's giving us very little at this moment in time. So the trade card is a buy. We've been selling quite a lot in this 5-minute slot. Down again, 1409, got one more minute. Desperately trying, I think, to come down, but continues to go up a little bit. It just retraces. So difficult, tough market. Watch yourselves. On a market like this, if I'm trading, I take TP1s all the time. Set my stop loss, TP1 out, TP1 out, TP1 out, TP1 out. That's not to say it can't spike like it did with that buy over here, but you can't account for that. Luck of the draw whether you're in it. There's no skill involved in that. You were just in the right place at the right time. Okay. So dropping. Then let's see what happens. It's a buy. Be careful. Only 58% though. Okay, if you're in, you're at TP1. I'm not, by the way. Got a couple of trades that I'm in. But I didn't go into that one. Full disclosure, right? Got a couple of runners in. And I may get rid of them if we go past 3 o'clock and it doesn't really do anything. I've done the profit for the day. I don't like leaving trades in when I'm not around trading. I've got a job to do. I do the job when I do it. I don't leave jobs outstanding. I do sometimes have to, but generally speaking, no. I'm off either at the gym or for a walk after this. It's Monday, ease myself in. I did trade last night and I had a couple of trades that I put in. when I went to bed, they had all closed in profit this morning. So it's nice. I'd done 50-60% of my target before I came to the desk this morning, which was lovely. And then I completed that around 11 this morning. After we finished the session, I was about 70% of my target when we left, 100% for a couple of trades that were in during this session. I had one before, I think. And so I'm happy. I'll see the result. I'll let you know the results of which way they were, whether they buy or sells when I finish. So it's 12 minutes past. We're to buy trade card. That's TP, gone TP past TP1, heading towards TP2. So we've got TP1 on that, guys. TP2 now. That's TP2 still. Excuse me. It's TP2 and heading towards TP3. 50 is TP3 for me. Might be slightly different for you guys. We're doing it, right? We're doing this. We're making money. Very, very difficult this afternoon. So far, should I say. And sometimes what happens is around 3 o'clock, it really goes mad. New York really gets on it. London's still there. London's got a couple of hours to go. So sometimes the activities at the back end of the day for us. And then after 5 o'clock, it kind of dies down a bit because obviously the volume's gone for London. And then there's a slower market. Not that you can't make any money. You can make money all the time in this market. Just need to be putting it in your trades the right way. Make the trend your friend, they say. I find this music really hypnotic. It gets into your system, gets into your soul. So market selling. Yeah, so you had TP2 on that. I think it quite did TP3. So again, just ranging, getting tight. That range is getting really tight now, which makes making money difficult. We need volatility. And we need a range of movement. Otherwise, it gets very easy to make mistakes. And if you do get it wrong, then it takes a long time to get out of it because it just sits there and does nothing. Okay, 15 minutes. Let's see what goes now. What's that system saying? Buy at 49 is TP1, 48 to 72 is entry, 47 to 48 is the entry point. Just a little on the high side now. Got it a little bit earlier if you wanted to. Excuse me. Serves me right for trading into the early hours of the morning. It's long to get out of bed at 6 o'clock. Let's get ready for you guys. Okay. So system proving its worth. Set a buy, drop down, it's buying. Great entry if you could have got that. If you went in that was better entry than the system because it slipped back. Use your stop loss, use your hard stop if you need to. That's what it's there for. It's a parachute. Yes, the parachute's used if you take the trade, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It saves your life. So again, like I was saying, market's doing absolutely nothing. Look at those last 3 candles. Look at those. Trying to make up this mind. Done nothing. Yeah. Buying wick didn't go quite up. Lost all its body. May reverse into a sell. There. Giving us nothing right now in New York and London. Because it can't decide. Just can't decide which way it wants to go. Just checking on my TPs and stop losses. As I said, I've got a couple of trades open. Just making sure I'm okay on those. Can't even decide what it wants right now. Okay, 19. Sorry, I was drifting. I'm thinking about miles away. 19 minutes. Got another minute before we press the signal. Been quiet. Been a tough market. So go back to, let's say, the 15 minutes. So we opened here. 40, 38. 40.50. It's not done anything really since we opened the New York session, since we came here. Certainly too narrow to really make any big impact, make any bit money. We've done two TP2s and TP3s and TP1s, but yeah, it's just I saw that before it happened, that drop down. So 20. Let's see what goes. Be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Okay, market's not giving as much as a buy. But and again, red candle, I wouldn't enter. You do as you wish. TP2. Systems doesn't see candles, just sees figures. How you guys are getting on trading wise? How are you coping with this? Is it just me that's thinking it's a difficult market right now? I mean, I've never say never. Been a long time since we saw so much action in 1 minute on that candle there. Minutes. Conditions were met for a buy, but the market thinks otherwise. It did that there, didn't it? Did that, and it's probably just fill in that gap. Wow. Just almost a repeat of that green candle that we've got. Let's see where it ends. That minute's about to come to an end. So this is why your stop losses are so important. I shouldn't have got in really. No green candle until now. What a great entry that is if you want to get it. Could be. Sorry I said that is, because that implies I know something. I just follow it. Just follow the trade cards now. Don't need to overthink anything. Although when something like this happens, I get tempted to get in the market because, you know, it's obviously telling us it's a buy there. Facts and things are doing that, but the market's doing something else. But then the market is the market. It doesn't matter what anybody else tells you. The price there on the screen is the price. And the way it moves is the way the market wants to move. Coming down again. So difficult. Been so difficult. So you could have entered that buy on that green candle, made a bit of money. Get TP1 on your way, not on what the system's telling us. So I don't know whether I've extended it some. So it's come to the bottom of this range now. So it's hovering around there. Let's have a look at the 5 minutes where we are, where it's going to go. So big drop in that range. So that's where it's ended up. Yeah, it could end up here or around here somewhere. I said earlier that I thought it was a selling day, a selling market. Only because of the fundamentals in terms of the geopolitical effects and news, oil's up, dollar's up. So, you know, overall the movement in the dollar, in the pound, although, you know, we make money whether it's going up or down. $25, time to pull up the next trade card. Neutral, yeah, it's a difficult market to call for anybody. Good thing about the system is it doesn't care what we should and shouldn't be doing. Whatever it sees is whatever it reports. So it's been to 40, 50, 52 recently in the last hours. So it's done that. It did that last hour, did that now. Selling, it's a may now go for the bottom. And New York does that quite a lot, or the markets do that quite a lot. Try and get top, doesn't happen, straight down. Go for the other side. Full retail traders that don't know what they're doing, it's buying, 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 turns you around, takes all your stop losses, takes all your money, back, done. Any questions, guys? Anybody struggling with anything? Want to know anything? pop it on here. I'll answer it for you. And we are kind of pulling away from doing one-to-ones because it takes Matthias an awful long time every week doing one-to-ones with people that can ask those questions here. It's what it's for. We're here 4 hours a day. We can have a real conversation with you about any problems that you've got in terms of trading. Any issues you've got, any questions you want to ask, you can ask them here. You can ask me whilst we're on. If you've got my WhatsApp number, you can ask me there. Again, you can ask me anything, I'll answer it. Yeah, sometimes it might take a little time because when Matthias is not here, but otherwise, no problem at all. So don't be shy. Only intelligent people ask questions. Remember that. Stupid people say, shall I ask it? Shall I not? Shall I ask it? Shall I not? Shall I ask it? Shall I? Nah, somebody else will do it. Leave it somebody else. You want somebody else to make the money and you not make it? Tell me that one. Right? Would you rather the other 7, 8 people on here make money rather than you? Or then don't ask them, don't wait for them to ask questions, okay? Loving this little jingle. As I said, very hypnotic. Reminds me like Egyptian times. That kind of thing. I miss it when I can't find it. I put some other music on it. No. And then before you guys come on, I was like, try this, try this, try this. Oh, all seem rubbish. Anyway, I'm addicted to it now. It's become our theme music, feeding the ducks. So 28 minutes past. We're going to go 2 more minutes. Pull it down to neutral. 3 minutes ago. The market's come down since then. So let's see if the hour. Look at that. That was a buy last time I looked. That is sell. Doesn't take long, does it? Go on here, see the 5 minutes. Next target will be there, and then it'd be like 40.24. It's only $16 around the road. It's nothing these days. A lot of interested parties in having gold a lot lower. Discredit it. Yeah, put so doubt in people's minds that it's a safe haven. Yeah. The 4th of July, the Americans existed for 250 years. So the dollar's been around for 250 years. Gold's been around for 5,000 years. All respect to the dollar and the Americans and the American administration. I don't think so. Yeah, gold will be around a lot longer after the dollar has been gone and forgotten about. No currencies ever survived, by the way. Every few hundred years, gone. There's currency, it's not money. Right, 30 minutes. Sell. All the way down to 29. Again, green candle. Oh, sorry, 5 minutes. Still green candle on the 5 minute. So be careful getting in. Bottom of the range. For that, there. Okay. Now look at it to get in if you're going to. Very, very, very difficult market. Done that so many times. Got a trade card, bang. All right, 20 pips gone straight away. Difficult market. Very difficult trading conditions. So even doubly important that you have a stop loss. Doesn't matter if you hit a few. All part and parcel of the game. It's feedback. The fact is, data points to a sell. So not a human being thinking that interpretation. Data's pointing to a sell. Yeah. Brave man or woman that goes against data. Better to sit it out than to risk your own money on a hunch or going against the data or going for the data when you can clearly see the market's doing something else. Okay. It's coming back now. So it did a little retrace, coming back, could be much deeper, could be now, could be the selling time. It was a couple of hours ago. The market started rising, New York opened, coming back again. Two more minutes. If you took that, hit stop loss, doesn't matter. All part of the business plan. The business plan says I will hit stop loss sometimes. 3 times out of 10 or 2 times out of 10. That's where you want to be. Every 10 trades, 2 or 3 stop losses, no problem. I don't think we get anything like that. Our success rate is about 85, 90%. So that means 1 or 1.5, or say 1 to 2. Sorry, 35. Is he replying? Buy. Yeah, market's all over the place. Be careful. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Very difficult to make money. Need some sense of direction. Yeah, that could have topped out. Data could be showing that it's still buying, but reality could be the market could have topped out there, ready to come back again. So be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, okay? You could go shooting to the stars, but just be careful. Data says one thing, market's doing something else. Yeah, market's coming down, data saying it's going up, or it should go up. It's very difficult for human beings to do nothing, but sometimes that's precisely what we need to do. So that market's dropping. I was saying to you guys that it could do this there. That's the next resistance. Resistance means going down further. Gone through that. That's the next one. That's the bottom one. Goes through that. Goes to 4,200. 4,000. Anywhere. Go anywhere from there. Rising again, coming back. So resisted, went through that, went to that. Yeah. Became a support. Yeah. Or resistance rather on the way down. Let's see what goes. 38, 2 more minutes. So we're heading towards the last 20 minutes that you and I have got together. If you've got any questions, ask me. Trading's not been the easiest. I hope you're making some money. If you're not making any money, I hope you're not losing any. Okay. Yeah, coming back. So we'll push the button in 1 minute. See what the data is saying. Data was saying buying, market was selling. Okay. And then so that rule of thumb of not entering the market if the 1 minute candle is going the opposite direction would have saved you a lot of headaches this afternoon. A lot. So it's 40 minutes. Let's see what she's saying now. Where's the data pointing? Sell. Yeah, buy, sell, buy, sell. It's so difficult. Yeah, as soon as we do that, it jumps up. Data's saying one thing, market's doing another. Such a difficult thing. But like we said, not entering a sell on a green candle will save you a lot of problems. And not entering a buy on a red candle, again, will save you a lot of problems this afternoon. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I say that to you, okay? Watch it. Don't trade if you don't need to. Don't need any nervousness. Don't need to be afraid. So the market's going completely against the data that's coming through, what it's pointing at. Good true scalper and just went on instinct. bought, sell, bought, sell, bought, sell. Yeah, money to be made. Rest of it, but that's not a system necessarily, unless you do that every day. Thought I was going to come through. Clearly not. But it's been lower than that point. Lower than that point. May come back to fill it. Next candle may be the one. So we take the next one at 45, which will take us into the last 15 minutes of where we are. Ridiculous. Shocking. But I always say the market is the market. The market will do what the market will do. Doesn't need anybody's permission. And that's exactly what it's doing. Ignoring all the data. Going back up. So top being taken off that candle. Got it on the 1 minute. That gives a bit more clarity. So that's the sum of where it's been doing. But will it come further? Could possibly. Next 3 or 4 minutes will tell us. We're on 43, so 2 more minutes to refresh. Let's see if this sell trend continues. We have some decent profit before we part company today. I'll be back here at 8 o'clock tomorrow for the London session on the YouTube channel, on all the other channels wherever you're watching me. Matthias is not with us this afternoon. He's otherwise engaged. So we've had the pleasure of my company for the last couple of hours. Hour and 45 minutes. We've got 15 more minutes. And 1 more minute before we press the button. And that truly will be 15 minutes. Yeah, Prince, Monday can be a little slow. I have got friends that don't trade on a Monday at all. They just watch the market and learn. So, but if that's the strategy, then that's the strategy. I think it's just a slow Monday. It doesn't mean that Monday's slow. Still sell. The green candle, watch it. Yeah. If it turns, then yeah, have a look at it. If it remains green, don't. And the other thing is that you're a swing trader, so you don't need to trade every day, whereas a scalper tends to trade every single day. So Friday this week will be NFP. I'll tell you what time that news is due. I don't know whether it's 1:30 or whether it's 7:30. So depending on that. So we were selling. So if you sold, that was at TP1. Dropping, yeah. TP2. If that goes through, that could be a nice, really nice sell. Remember, stop losses, okay? Stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. TP doesn't matter. I don't care whether you have a TP or not. Yeah, it's up to you. Stop loss, very important. 35 is TP3. Back to TP2. Well, 34 was TP. NFP's, depending on where you are, NFP's Friday. They don't do NFP on a Thursday. So it's the first Friday of each month, 1:30. That's you. I think you're in the same time zone as me in Africa. So that's 1:30, 9:30 New York time, I believe. So that's great. So it's the middle of our day. But Prince is on Friday, brother. So that's non-farm payroll. That's what NFP stands for. Non-farm, not farming, payroll. How many jobs have they created? Ah, interesting. So Prince tells me it's Thursday this week because it's 4th of July on Friday. So therefore, the Americans will be having holiday. You see, thank you so much. That's what community is all about. We share information and we learn. So yes, NFP is Friday all the time. Move to Thursday. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. So dropping, nice drop. That's TP3. He says, I think it's Thursday. Oh, Icky's saying it's that. I thought it was you. Yeah, Icky, if you see the messages, Prince has just posted that it's Thursday because it's 4th of July on Friday. Well, that really means that what you want to do is you want to get your trading done. Obviously, it's not 4th of July here. London will be open as normal, but the New York session will probably be closed unless they open for half a day, which they sometimes do. I don't know what their plans are. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. We'll find out close to that week goes. Let's trade. Let's make some money. That's we're heading towards TP4 on that trade. Josie says it's open. Beautiful. All right. I want to thank you so much, guys. This is what we built this for. Discussion, knowledge, share what we've got. Thank you so much. Get some food, right? Share what we've got. Share our knowledge. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful. Touch my heart with all that. Beautiful. Thank you for the contributions. Absolutely love it. So I did say I'd promise you to tell you what I was doing. So just going to take a sell trade out that I put in earlier. 100 pips. Thank you. Done. Don't share those because they're very speculative. It's my thing. So I left that in. So I had two. One's done. Got another one, which I'll get rid of a bit later. And a bit more of a punt on it, or if you like. But that's a awful word. I apologize for that. So I'd like to close that out. It's 50. Let's see what the market's doing. So it's selling now, all the way down. TP5's 23. It's 100 pips down the road. One of my favorite snacks, apple and peanut butter. Edges, they tend to do that. They tend to work half a day, which is fine, which means that New York will be open till London's open. So plan your day that if you're going to trade for half a day, although volume may be low. Which is good. NFP 1:30 on in the afternoon. You shouldn't be trading past about 12:30, 1 o'clock. And if they're going to close them, we'll check closer to the end of the week. But thank you for sharing, guys. We really appreciate you. And it shows participation is coming. You guys are getting more confident in speaking. Got a voice, use it. Yeah, God gave you a voice. If you don't believe in God, whoever you believe in gave you a voice, right? Science gave you a voice, so your God gave you a voice, whatever you think, right? We're not here to argue semantics about religion. We don't care whose religion is what. We have one common purpose, which is we want to trade, we want to make money. Okay? Yes, we did press the button at 50. My apologies. So we're going to take the last one at 55. So that'll be our afternoon together done for today. I'll see you at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Hopefully Mateus will make it. I think he's around. So market's still coming down. About all day from data coming through that really, yes, there's some buys, but selling market. What did I do? Yeah, every trade I took today was a sell. From last night onwards. 1, 2, about 5% now on the day. Not bad return. One more trade. You can guess it's a sell. So here she comes. GP2. TP1. Sorry, TP3. Brilliant. What a great end to the day. Now, if you've got TP3, TP4, set your break even at TP1. Stop loss, sorry. And let it go. Five minutes, 1 minute. I had the 5 minutes because I want to see this. Will it break this? Will it break that one? Just simply just rise and get TP1 or TP2. So a couple of 100 pip profits today. Bye, Keith. Take care. So you're not here tomorrow. Join us whenever you like. We're always here. Hope you had a good day. I know a lot of you work. There she goes. Did say it in time. So still selling. So that 5 minute hit this there, went through that one, left a wick there, come back. Every chance it'll come back to do that again. But as long as your stop loss is there at TP1 or TP2, if you're in that trade, then you're not worried. Just checking where I've got my, yeah. So we're ending the session. We're not going to take any more trade cards whilst you're with me. You're welcome to take one at 3 o'clock, obviously. See what your thoughts are. Hope you had a profitable time. Community is beginning to function the way it should function, which is people like Prince, Josie, Vicky coming in about NFP this week, the date, the half-day closure of the market. Yes, all that information is available, but you know what? Really nice to share it with each other. So I appreciate all of you dipping in, and you all learn. We all learn together. So I'm my Telegram down because as soon as we finish this, that's the last trade for me for the day. I'm guaranteed to make a profit now. If you're in this trade and you've got TP2 or TP3 or TP1 locked in, and you're not strangling the trade, let's see what happens. And once you've locked in a profit, it doesn't matter, then you can relax and actually watch the market and see where it's going. Nothing to stop it from shooting back up like it has done. It's been very sporadic. So nothing to say that the character of the market has changed permanently. But if there's power in the market to drive it to big numbers, it's when New York and London are together. So Josie says it's against volume level. So I know you were mentioning, Josie, follow a lot of confluences. I don't. I follow the science in terms of the data. And there's a skill to learning both of those. So exactly as just said, you could shoot up. If that's TP2, TP3, TP1, wherever you set that, beautiful. I'm still in that trade. Gave it a wide berth in terms of stop loss, in profit. And we'll see what goes. So I will see you at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Same place, wherever you are watching me from now, I'll be there. If you've got any questions, pop them in. If you know me in terms of my WhatsApp number, if you're not connected to us, click on that QR code. That will get you into the Telegram community. You'll see me as the organizer of that. It's called TWK Community, I believe. So message me on there. Yeah, thank you, Josie. Thank you for your help. Absolutely brilliant. You've been a great contributor since you joined us. So we really appreciate that. Market's coming back again. So let's see what goes. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow morning. All the best. Take care, guys. Enjoy trading.